Hello, my name is Victoria Abdelnour. I'm a medical doctor and therapist specialized in emotional health and childhood trauma. And this message is to survivors of childhood sexual and ritual abuse that are afraid of speaking up. Right now, the tide is turning. There are more and more survivors speaking up. There is a hashtag called Survivor Stories, and it's trending already. Of course, you're not going to see it so easily on Twitter, but it's there. There's more and more people supporting survivors, but we need to see more stories, more testimonies, so that the mainstream people actually conquer their denial, yeah? So that kind of normal people start understanding that this is real, this exists, and therefore lending more support. Yeah, people, you know things that so many people don't know. You've gone through it, and I know that it has been, and it is very, very, very hard to survive, and not only emotionally and mentally, but also physically. And I want to extend my hand of support and belief and admiration for your struggle, and I would love to gather more people around you so that you feel safe and you get your needs met. Alright, so what else? We'd like to address the fears of you speaking up. All of them are valid, and some of them are nothing to play with. So I'll try and address them from the start. One of them is shame. Kids that are abused are also submitted to shame in the way that they are told that it's their fault, that it's horrible what they've done, and if people know, they will never love them again. Many kids might have developed a way to relax during abuse, to not feel so much pain, and that might feel like they enjoyed it, and so they feel ashamed about it or part of it. And I want to tell you that it's a completely normal reaction, a survival mechanism, and it's completely understandable, and that doesn't mean that you were part of it or that you wanted it. A child wants connection, respect, and love, and it's not prepared to be attacked sexually or to have sexual relationships with adults. This had nothing to do with you. It's not your fault. Those adults were sick and were abusing your innocence and their bigger structure, physical body. Yeah, they could take advantage of you because of your vulnerability. So whatever happened, it was not your fault. And I'm sorry if I repeat myself. I know that this might get a little bit not perfect, but I'm doing my best to tell you I understand you, I believe in you, I love you. As a human being, you deserve to be loved and respected and believed, and you did nothing wrong, and you'll get more and more support and understanding that you think of. Okay, so not being believed. What good does it make if you speak and no one believes you? Well, I can tell you there's more and more people opening their eyes, and the more of you that talk, the more people will believe. If you have one or two survivors speaking, it's kind of easier to deny that this is happening and put them aside and say, hey, a couple of crazy people are looking for attention. But if you have 10, 20, 30 people speaking and giving names, with their hearts out, people will not be able to deny it anymore. And this is what we're looking for. The majority to open their eyes to you. So the more people talk, the more you will be believed. Being rejected and left alone, this was probably told to you as a child. No one will want you, no one will love you, this is dirty, this is terrible, or simply because it's such a different experience that you had from so many other people that you feel they're not going to relate to you. And again, there's more and more people understanding. The more we speak, the more people open their hearts, and there is a big group now offering their resources and connection to anyone who needs it. This is the moment, guys. We're here for you. I'm not going, here is incredibly hot in Berlin, and I would love to be in the swimming pool, but I cannot sleep and I cannot think of anything else but supporting you survivors, because this has been going on for too long. So maybe you're afraid of losing your job or money. And of course, this is a very real fear, because the perpetrators are organized, and people who don't understand also might, I don't know, react in strange ways. But there are ways to minimize this loss. There is a link with steps that were put together by a survivor, Sarah Ruth Ashcraft, and I will post it in the text of the video. And also, I would encourage you that if you're going through economic struggle, please ask for help. I'm sure there is a lot of people there that will be able to send you some money, like in a PayPal account or some other way. Having your kids taken away. This has happened to many survivors. They take away their kids to further traffic them. This is horrifying, and I'm so sorry. And I want to tell you that this is possible that it happens because of the secrecy and because of the ignorance. People who are compromised and corrupted do this, but they are supported by ignorant people. So the more people know, the less support they were gonna get, and the more support you will get. I keep repeating myself. I think that talking is the best policy, and at the same time, you put yourself on the line. But I think that we've been prisoners, especially you, of secrecy for too long, and we cannot keep living as slaves in the darkness. We need to bring light everywhere. This is the ultimate dark secret that maintains the structure of power in place, and you are the tip of the arrow. The moment you start speaking, everything starts crumbling down, and the more support you will get. Guilt. So if under duress and threats you participated in abusing other beings, or doing anything to anybody that actually was hurtful, I want to tell you that I also understand, and that it was a mechanism to survive, that it was not your fault, that you did it because you had no other choice. The instinct to survive is probably the strongest instinct we have, and I am glad that you survived, and it was not your fault. You have all my understanding, all my support. Physical danger. Victims and survivors of high profile and powerful people are put under threat and under physical danger. Things are stolen from them, they are rejected, they are pushed into suicidal situations, and this is real. And I understand you. It's so bloody hard. again, I'm gonna post this link that was put together by Sarah Ashcraft to protect yourself as much as possible before you put your testimony out there. And again, the more people know about this, the more support you get. I think that there are a lot of amazing, open-hearted people and generous people that will be able to support you. And in any case, we're at a war, guys. We are at a war. And the only way we win is by speaking up, because that's our biggest weapon. Truth. Yeah. All right. So I would also like to offer support as a therapist to people in real need. Basically, any survivor that doesn't have professional support. I wonder how I'm able to do this, as I'm obviously working professionally and my income depends on this. But I don't want to charge for survivors of this abuse that are speaking up, and I'm going to donate half of my time, half of my working time for you. And I'm thinking about also making groups that we would meet through Zoom, through internet, for support, for connection. I've been gathering all the tools I could that were the most effective for the treatment of this. This is not psychoanalysis. This is going into the body, into the upreaction of emotions and physical situations with support until you feel better. My sessions last for as long as you need. That's why I usually see only a maximum of 2 patients per day. So you are not left in a state of mess and in a hole. I will be with you until you feel better. And I'm hopeful that also group and a group environment through the internet can give you support and connection. So that's it for now, and I'm thinking also about posting an exercise, already giving you an exercise to be able to center and feel your emotions and go through the stress, no spiritually bypass, but allow you to feel everything you're going through deeply for catharsis, for healing, and then to center yourself again, to nurture and strengthen yourself in this situation that is really hard. So all my love, all my support, please speak up. The hashtag is Survivor Stories. There is an amazing guy called Isaac Kappy. It's a Hollywood actor and musician that will post your story in his timeline. There are thousands of people looking at his timeline in Twitter, and you will get a lot of eyeballs. So lots of love again, and please speak up.